Well, I'm going to finally start with the horror on DVD collection. I already did all the Blu-rays, and in this video I'll do the multi-packs. You know, we've all seen these at Walmart, Target, practically everywhere. And usually when you buy them, it's only because there's maybe one or two movies in there that you want, you know, and the rest are pretty forgettable. In this case of the 4 film favorite Dracula, I did want all of them. You know, I did not have any of them in on a separate disc. So we have Horror of Dracula, Dracula Has Risen from the Grave, Taste the Blood of Dracula, and Dracula AD 1972. Horror of Dracula was in fact the first of the Hammer Dracula movies with Christopher Lee in it, and it's pretty damn good. And of course, but the real reason I got this DVD set was here for Dracula AD 1972, which I know not the best in the series by far, but to me it's like a total guilty pleasure. I love that movie. I've seen it countless times. It's just a fun watch. All right. Then we have with these two, which of course I wanted both of them, of course. Here we have Ingrid Pitt in the Countess Dracula and the Vampire Lovers. You know, cannot get better than this. Ingrid Pitt, can't go wrong. Gotta have it. I do wish I had, well, if I come across any of these, you know, on Blu-ray, I will upgrade to it, because both of these are just great looking movies. Once again, Ingrid Pitt. Then we have this one, which has 15 movies. Here we have a Horror, Do Not Watch Alone. Of course, they entice you there with the actors: Vincent Price, Christopher Lee, James Earl Jones, Karen Black, and many more. Here, let's see these movies: Night of the Living Dead, House on Haunted Hill, Carnival of Souls, and I Bury the Living. Just for this disc one, this set is worth it. I mean, just for those 4 movies. Then we have a Blood Tide, which stars James Earl Jones. Fangs of the Living Dead, which is cheesy as hell, but it does star Anita Ekberg, who looks fantastic in the movie. Bloody Pit of Horror, The Undertaker and His Pals, which is a bit of more of a comedy there. Then we have A Nightmare Castle with Barbara Steele, Dementia 13, Francis Ford Coppola, and Count Dracula and His Vampire Brides, which is not included in this set, so that's pretty good. The Last Man on Earth with Vincent Price, the first adaptation of I Am Legend, Richard Matheson's classic novel. It's a pretty good movie also, here, if you haven't seen this original version, Last Man on Earth. Then we have The Pix, a very unique movie there with Karen Black. I have to really rewatch that to see if I can understand it a bit more. It's a bit odd movie. Then Dominic is Dead. I don't know if it's a made-for-TV movie or not, but it's just a standard mystery story. And of course, The Ghost, again with Barbara Steele. So all in all, you know, the selection here is pretty damn good. Like I said, sometimes, you know, you buy these movies because, I mean, these sets, there's maybe 1 or 2 that you like. The rest you can just ignore. But here, there's a lot of good stuff. Here is 6 films, Haunted Spirits, and it's pretty much of a mixed bag here. We have here The Night Listener, which is not a horror film, it's a mystery. The Haunting of Lisa, right there with Cheryl Ladd, which again, it does have a supernatural element, but more of a mystery story. Death Dreams, likewise, there with Christopher Reeve. And well, the reason I bought this set, which is here for She Woke Up, with stars Lindsay Wagner. All right, and so I really like Lindsay Wagner. Any movie that she's in, I will pick up. Then we have House of Spirits, which I have not seen. Incredibly enough, it's got Meryl Streep there and Winona Ryder. And Glenn Close, is that? Yes, it is. And then Wall of Secrets, which I have also not seen. All right. I believe that looks like a 90s movie. All right. 6 films, Haunted Spirits. Then we have this 8 movie pack, which I bought because of this one, Meridian, a movie I saw at in the movies long time ago when it originally came out. It stars the beautiful Sherilyn Fenn, and yes, she does get naked in the movie, which is a plus. And this is an odd movie. It's kind of more of a fantasy film in a way, but it has like a wolfman-like creature. Not really a wolfman, but a wolfman-like creature there. And there's a bit of a Beauty and the Beast sort of story going on. The rest of the movies, Sorrow Creek, pretty forgettable. And Below, which is pretty damn good. If you haven't seen this one, check it out, Below. And Prom Night, we all know Prom Night, Jamie Lee Curtis right there. I Am Omega, which is one of those rip-offs of the Omega Man. Demonic Toys, which I have not seen, nor Decadent Evil, nor Evil Bong, which stars Gary Busey. So I really have to get around to finishing this set. And last but not least, we have here Gorehouse Greats, 12 movies. And here, some of these I already have in another set, which I will show later. We have Terror, Trip with the Teacher, Madman of Mandora, Satan's Slave, Stanley, The Devil's Hand, Prime Evil, Blood of Dracula's Castle, Nightmare on Wax, Terrified, Blood Mania, which is pretty good. I think that's probably my favorite here of this set. And that's it. The dates of the movies range right there from the 60s on to the, yeah, pretty much all from the 60s and 70s right here. Trip with the Teacher is more of a thriller. Stanley is the one. It's one about this backwoods guy with a snake. Madman of Mandoras. I believe I did see this one, but I can't remember much of it. Brain Twisters, I believe, is the more modern movie here from '91. All right, over 17 hours of entertainment. Some pretty good stuff in here. Well, it seems to be that I still had some other horror multi-packs here that I had just overlooked, but I was just rearranging the collection, and these popped up. We'll start here again with The Land That Time Forgot and The People That Time Forgot. You know, a perfect double feature. And well, 2 childhood favorites. Well, at least The Land That Time Forgot. I don't think I ever saw People That Time Forgot way back then. I did not see neither of these movies when they originally came out, but I do remember seeing The Land That Time Forgot in a drive-in, no less. Both of them star the late great action hero Doug McClure. And well, the effects are, of course, by today's standards, are pretty damn cheesy, but still enjoyable. I really like these movies, especially the first one, Land That Time Forgot. All right, it's a great double set if you can get it. Whoops, dropped it. And now we have here this triple pack here with a triple feature 3 DVD set of Lake Placid, giant crocodile movie, which, you know, it's okay. I don't know why it spawned 2 sequels, I believe that has by now, or 3. It's just okay. Then we have Silent Venom, which I don't think I have seen. Here starring Luke Perry, Krista Allen, and Tom Berenger. So it's some good B-movie actors right there. So I just have to check this one out. And of course, Swamp Thing, which I did see when it originally came out in movie theaters. And unfortunately, I believe this is the censored version that of the movie that came out later on DVD. The original version has some brief nudity on the part from Adrienne Barbeau. But still, this is a pretty cool movie. I like it. Then we have these other 4 film favorites horror, a 4-pack. You're sorry about that glare. And we have The Wolfen, Body Snatchers, Coma and Bad Moon. Now I got, just like I said before, whenever you buy these multi-packs, you usually buy it for one movie or two that you really want. In this case, I wanted Wolfen, which is pretty good movie. It's a killer wolf movie. It's not a werewolf movie. It's a killer wolf movie where the wolves are in an urban setting in New York City in this case. Check it out if you haven't seen it. It's a bit of an underrated a gem, if you, in my opinion. Then we have Body Snatchers, which I believe I do have in a separate disc. All right, it's one of the remakes of Invasion of the Body Snatchers. This one gives it a more, shall we say, a more well, the story is not as told in such a broad manner, where the body snatchers phenomenon is seen throughout the city and throughout the world. This one stays within a military base, so it's more enclosed. I kind of like this version. They're starring Gabriel Anwar. And then we have A Bad Moon. You know, well, it's a pretty bit of a cult classic. It's a pretty good werewolf movie. Right there with, I believe, Michael Paré, who has been in many a B movie. And rounding it off with Coma, right there with Jean-Pierre Bujold and Michael Douglas, this one is more of a medical thriller, but still pretty damn good. All right, so it's these two that I have on already on single discs, but not these two. But like I said, I got it for Wolfen. And then we have the latest multi-pack that I got here, the Dracula collection, which we have 5 movies. None of these, I believe, have anything to do with this cover, you know. So it's a pretty cool cover. All right, so let's look at the movies that are included here. The Satanic Rites of Dracula, which I don't know if I have it in any of my other sets. I believe not. Then Avia Vampire Hunter, Daughter of Darkness with Mia Sara and Anthony Perkins, The Last Vampire on Earth, and The Vampire Conspiracy. I have seen Satanic Rites of Dracula, and which I believe is the last of the Christopher Lee Dracula movies, where he is in a modern setting, just like he was in Dracula AD 1972, but this one is a bit more modern. It is from the late 70s. Avia Vampire Hunter I have not seen, and the reason I bought this set was for Daughter of Darkness, which is a made-for-TV movie. There, like I said, with Mia Sara and Anthony Perkins. Mia Sara, famous for the movie Legend and Ferris Bueller Day Off. All right. It's a pretty decent movie. It benefits from having been filmed over there in Eastern Europe, so it has that old world feel to it, even though it is a very low budget movie. Well, that does it here for the now it does. I have finished with all of the horror multi-packs. I have other multi-packs, but from other genres like fantasy or B movies, and I'll get to those in another video. And as for now, thanks you for watching, and so long.